Hello, I hope you are doing awesome wherever you are. Scott Taylor with Common Man Marketing. Want to do a video tonight on sales versus marketing and some of the attitudes and mindsets that I have regarding the subject and some things that maybe you might want to consider in your home-based business, or even in a lot of respects to any business that you might be involved in. What I really want to talk about is in the realm of SEO, which is search engine optimization, if you're unaware of it or if you don't know very much about it. What this is it kind of helps you with the Google rankings. It helps you come up when a certain keyword is searched in a very general way. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but in sales, you can only do as many sales as you can do. So the whole idea of this is to have an automated system that will actually do sales for you for the most part, or at least soften up prospects so that it's not as hard to sell to them. So the whole goal of this exercise is basically to make it very, very easy to sell to people and talk to people that really want to buy your product or service and really make the process accelerated, easy, and fun. But with sales, I can only do so many sales, right? I personally can only do the sales that I can do in a certain day, so whatever that number is. Now, say I have a team of individuals. They can only do a certain amount, Now, if you have a very large team, you might do a very large amount, but the point here is that, direct sales works, direct sales is great, but you can only do so much. So that's where marketing comes in, and that's what... especially in the home-based business arena or a widget business. Again, if you're selling birdhouses, this is stuff that can benefit you. And also, even if you don't want to get involved with any network marketing companies or that type of thing, you can still get involved with things like ClickBank and other companies like that, Blue Snap. That you can make money without even talking to somebody. Kind of cool. So we'll get into that, but we want to focus a lot on marketing. You do need to develop sales skills. You do need to be able to close deals. You do need to be comfortable talking to people at some point. But that's all stuff that you'll learn through repetition. Just like riding a bike. When I was a kid and I rode a bike, I was constantly wrecking out in the hospital a lot. But over time, I got pretty good at riding. This is the same way. You're going to wreck out. You're going to crash and burn. Just get used to it. It's the cost of doing business, man. It's the cost of admission into this club. None of us were good at this when we started this. I certainly used to hate shooting videos. I really do not like shooting videos. But I've gotten accustomed to it, I've gotten used to it, and I actually have a lot of fun with it. And it's a practice that I want to teach you to do. And honestly, leadership comes from the top down. So, I'm not going to tell you to do something that I don't do myself. So that's one thing that if you're not doing right now, start shooting videos every day. We're going to get into that as well. But let me stay on topic. So sales versus marketing. Tonight we're going to focus more on marketing. We will discuss some sales stuff later on in other videos, but right now marketing is what I want to talk about. Blogging is the new trend kind of thing in Power Network. Maybe not new, but it's now a business concept that has really kind of exploded. I kind of focus primarily on the video blogging with YouTube. That seems to me like it's kind of the most efficient. It's free. It is time consuming, blogging in general, writing articles, stuff like that. I could do a whole video on this, and obviously there's companies like Power Network where that their whole platform is based off of blogging. These two things are married. Video blogging and just regular blogging and search engine optimization are one and the same. You have to learn how to do SEO to be any good at blogging for the most part. There's always people that get lucky doing things. The internet's a crazy place, but these are things that you really want to get skilled at. Blogging is something that's worth researching. Again, I talk to myself for a mind. We're kind of more just in the video blog. I think that you can connect with people better when you have video. It's much better than reading print or text. And it's something that 20 years from now, if YouTube's still around, hopefully these videos will still be here, still be producing results. So this is, again, do the work once, get results for a lifetime. So search engine optimization, what you really want to focus here is targeted, specific words. So this is another thing that I could teach a 45-minute or an hour-long video on, and I will. And I know Amon is talking about doing some stuff with this particular thing. This takes a while to learn, okay? This is not something that I've learned overnight. I've been doing this for a while. But search engine optimization, I mean, I might, you know, when I first started doing this, I'd grab a keyword and I'd think, man, that's going to be a great keyword. And I'd end up spending a lot of money on something that didn't pan out, was the wrong thing, didn't, you know what I mean? So you really, you know, you have to develop a mind skill to be able to find these SEO keywords. But they're little golden nuggets. I mean, they're really awesome. When you combine it with video marketing or YouTube stuff, video blogging, which is probably, I mean, that's how you're watching this right now. I mean, it's evident that this stuff works. It's kind of cool. So we're gonna move on because we have a lot of stuff we're gonna talk about. But PPC, this is this is when you really start getting into the fun side of online entrepreneurship. This is the wild, wild west, and it's awesome. It's adventurous, and it is definitely risky. You can spend a lot of money doing this if you don't know what you're doing. You can spend a lot of money in it if you do know what you're doing. The value of pay-per-click advertising, which PPC is pay-per-click, the value of it is that you can get results really quick. So if you give targeted keywords, targeted traffic, and you know specifically where to market fish, where the fish are biting, that kind of stuff, kind of like where Amon and I are at, where we know we're learning every day. I don't want you to have the idea that we think that we're superior or anything, because we're constantly learning. But we're at a point now where we know where to market, we know how to market, we know how much it's going to cost to get a certain amount of results, and that kind of stuff. And that's really where you want to be. So PPC is very valuable. PPC can give you awesome results, but it takes a while to learn it, and the price is steep in this club. All right, you can spend a lot of money real quick if you don't know what you're doing. That kind of parlays in with Facebook PPC as well. Facebook is friendlier. Facebook won't let you hurt yourself too bad. They actually have caps on daily spending and stuff like that they kind of encourage, and they won't actually, I think, allow you to go over, I think, $20 right now a day. So you can't hurt yourself too bad. But if you set a campaign for a month and you forget about it and just let it run, I mean, yeah, you could end up really doing some damage. So also, I'm not a big Facebook guy. That's Amon stuff. He likes them. I don't really market on Facebook too much. I'm gonna probably start doing some more stuff just because I want to be able to teach people better how to do it. I do know how to do some of it, but I don't really. Facebook isn't really my realm. But Amon is really good at Facebook stuff. So he's somebody that if you're interested in marketing on Facebook, he's somebody that can help you out a lot. YouTube is amazing. Oh my gosh, YouTube's crazy good, but you have to know how to do YouTube SEO. And so there's tons and tons and tons of videos on this on YouTube. There's tons and tons of videos on lots of stuff. It doesn't mean it's right. You gotta know people that have results doing certain things. I watch so many videos on sales and marketing and home-based business and all that stuff, and they're not getting any views at all. Why is that? Because they didn't SEO it right. They don't know how to do things correctly so that they start getting views. I saw a guy's channel 2 days ago. This dude's got 140 videos on this channel. It's a lot. I only have like 5 or 6. This guy's got 140 videos on his channel, and the most views he had on anything was like $1,000. I have had this page up right now at this point for about 10 days, and I've got 1,700 views on one video. So SEO, that tells you what SEO can do for you when you know how to do it. YouTube's awesome. And YouTube's part of Google, so their search engine is very friendly for YouTube. So this is awesome. So if you shoot a video with the right keywords, you are going to be reaching an audience, a very, very large audience, very, very quickly. And that's what you want. That's what we want. We want to filter things, but we want it to happen without us doing any work. That's what I want to do. So here's the deal. Time versus money, okay? I want results, right? But I don't want to spend money. Okay, well, then you're going to have to take time, right? And what I mean by that is that if you don't want to invest a lot of money, then you're going to have to spend a lot of time on YouTube. You have to spend a lot of time doing some other blogging. You have to do a lot of other things, because free equals work. Honestly, seriously, because and I mean, if you're thinking about starting a home-based business, or you want to do something with Common Man Marketing, we put together a business plan for you. I mean, you need to have some money. We're not. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that you can do this for free, because you can't. That's silly. There's no business really in the world that you can start with nothing. We do have some really cost-effective ways to start some businesses, but my point here is that you need to be planning on putting in $500 to $1,000 right off the bat. You know, that's fair, that's reasonable. $500 to $1,000 to start a business is not bad. And that can accelerate some things. Now, if you want to start at like $300, it's going to take a lot longer to get your business going. It's going to take a lot longer teaching you the skills that you need to learn, because you need to be able to pay for these things. So just shooting straight with you, 500 to the low end of where you want to be coming out in this world. Just because you want to be set up correctly, you want to make sure you're set up to learn the skills, so you can be successful. The more money you have, the less time it takes to be successful. End of story. So the more money you invest, the more skills you obtain, the more leadership skills that you have, like with me and myself and Amon. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to teach you how to do things, to not spend money. We want you to spend the least amount of money to get the most amount of results. So the point here is that, you know, when you work with Common Man Marketing, that we're going to focus on which one of these you want to spend the most, you know, what's more important to you. To me, my time is the most valuable thing in my life, so I'm willing to throw some money down. I want to see something happen. So anyway, I'm done with this. Something you want to think about is crafting your story. All of us have a story. Everybody has a story. We've all had our burdens. We've all had different things that have happened to us from time to time. And we all have the ability to connect with somebody else on the planet. I can connect to people that Amon can't, and Amon can connect to people that I can't. And that's why this is so important, especially with video blogging, because again, this is free. This is free. So all it takes is a little bit of time, and you have to be willing to you know, stick with a routine and be committed to doing this. But you know, you want to start thinking about crafting your story. You need to share yourself with the people that are watching your videos. They don't want to sell a product, or they don't want to buy a product from just anybody. They want to buy a product from Scott, or they want to buy a product from Amon. People get to know you. You know, I am a blue-collar cat, man. I run a car wash. I talk about this in a lot of videos. I got 37 employees in my traditional business, and then I come home and I work a few extra hours every night, you know, making videos or closing deals or training new people. I mean, you know, there's always something to do, but it's always a lot of fun. But you want to think about, you know, what do I want to put out into the internet? What do I want, you know, everybody's going to be able to see this, so you want to make sure that you're presenting yourself as somebody that's knowledgeable. So maybe YouTube's not the right thing right away. I will say that for me, it's taken several months to be able to learn how to develop the skills to be on camera. I'm still learning every day, but really start thinking about what kind of presence you want to have on the internet. And finally, Amon was talking to me today, and he wants to shoot a video on the price of success. And it's just a really good concept, but it's something going into 2014 that I hope you can reflect on. You know, the price of success in this business is paid up front. You know, we have to show up before we make anything. We have to make investments before we get any results, okay? You are never going to get any results if you sit on the couch and do nothing. So part of this is you want something different, you need to do something different. And again, the price of success is paid up front, okay? You know, if you're watching this video, you have the ability to reach out to a couple of guys that know exactly how to do this thing. We have been in this business for a long time, and you know, we really pride ourselves on being able to teach people how to make lots of money from home. But you need to be aware, this is going to take hard work. This is not, you know, people do not become millionaires because they're lazy, you know, so you have to be willing to you know, follow for, you know, some systems, and be willing to put in a couple hours, you know, a day into something. And if you can do that and you can manage that, then you know, we can teach you how to be wildly successful. Please go to commonmanmarketing.com. Please put your information in on the page. All we're going to ask for is your email, your name, and your phone number. This does not cost anything, but get enrolled in our 60-day marketing transformation. This is a series of emails that will be emailed to you over the next 2 months that will actually help you jumpstart, home-based business opportunities.